and welcome back to another episode of Chicks in Construction. I'm your host, Mikki Paradis, and this is my amazing co-host.
Hi, I'm Jessica Abreu.
And yes, we're both wearing button-up white shirts. You are seeing that correctly. Was that planned? It was not. Does this happen a lot? It really does. Most of the time we have something to change into so that it's not like we're wearing the exact same thing. But today was not that day. So today's episode is about having a white button-up shirt. So go get your favorite white button-up shirt, put it on, and watch the rest of this podcast, because that's what we're doing here today. We were talking about, now that Jess and I are both owners of short-term rentals, life's getting real exciting. And when I say exciting, I don't mean in a good way. I mean, well, there's good things. There's good things. I don't want to make it all bad. Like, we've had some really cool opportunities to meet some really cool people. But we've also had some moments where you just start to question humanity, where you're just like, I thought, what? This isn't part of the social contract. That's not how you act when you go places and you stay in somebody else's home. Like,
no,
I'm keeping a list. Because ours is a little different. Ours is here. So Jess is at the beach. So she's not there all the time. She's not, every time it gets clean, she's not seeing what's there and what's not there. For us, we are. So every time, like, we're just kind of training our cleaning crew right now to be able to do it in it. Because I didn't think I was particular, but it turns out I am.
I'm shocked.
I know. It's shocking. I am just as fake shocked. I'm real shocked. I thought I was like the most easygoing person ever. It turns out I'm not. I like things a certain way. Oh. So I'm learning I'm not as easygoing as I thought I was. Jess apparently knew. I did not. We're learning as we go.
You're easygoing, but if you're going to do it the way
then
that
I'm going to do it
150%.
Like, there's no in between. I don't do things at 80. I'm not like, 80 is fine. I'm like, no, 150 or not at all. So we're training our cleaning staff and like we just have all the things. I'm keeping a list of like the most ridiculous things that have been taken. So far, I think top of the list is still the toilet brush. This is still
wait, somebody took the toilet brush?
Right hand to God. I'm in the unit. This is like
just the brush or like the whole thing?
Whole thing.
Okay.
Whole thing's just gone. And the cleaning lady comes to me and she was like, hey, didn't you have a cleaning brush in all the bathrooms? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, the one in the master's gone. And I'm like, come again? Yeah, it's good.
Why would you want a toilet brush that has been used?
I am assuming like crimes were done in the bathroom. Like,
they threw it out?
And they're just like, get rid of the evidence.
Okay.
So like, that's my thought. Like, to me, of the things that have been taken, that is the weirdest. That's like the just like the strangest. But like, we literally had this one lady take our cutting board. Why God? Like, I can't even understand it.
Nope.
We had one lady, yeah, you know about this, rearrange our entire kitchen. When I say like she rearranged it, you think like, okay, well maybe she was staying there for a long time. No, it was 4 days. And well maybe she made it better. No. So it's a kitchen in an Airbnb. There's not a lot of stuff in there. Like, it's like my kitchen, you could not possibly put an additional spice in our spice cabinet. There is not room for it. If we get a new spice, we gotta get rid of an old spice. There's no room for anything new. We can't buy a single new vitamin, nothing. There's no place for it. This is not that. There are so many cabinets that are completely empty. It's because it's an Airbnb kitchen. How about this lady took every single thing that was like tastefully placed throughout the kitchen, put it all in one cabinet. And she thought she was helping us out. So when I messaged her to be like, hey, lady.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm a professional organizer and an interior designer. And I'm like, first of all, you're really bad at your job, but continue. And she was like, I thought you would be delighted.
Not delighted.
I'm like, ma'am,
not delighted at all.
I had to spend an hour putting everything back to where it was because we have like pictures that we give to our people so that if they find something random, they need to know where it goes. They can just scroll through the pictures. So I had to literally go back and put everything the way it was. That made me
angry.
And she brought dogs and didn't tell us. And I'm just like, you a hoe. You a hoe. So this weekend, because this is my luck, we had guests that in order to check, in order to get the reservation approved, they had to chat with us because they didn't have any reviews. So we set it up on Airbnb where you can't instant book with us if you don't have reviews or if you have bad reviews.
Got it.
You have to request. So he requests, he tells me it's his birthday. I tell him, I'm like, listen, happy birthday, first of all. But please know this is not a place you can have a party. Like it's a condo. It is, there are people living above and side to side of you.
We will know and we will kick you out.
And I also explained to him, there is I don't know if it's minute or minute. I don't know how to pronounce it because I've heard it pronounced both ways. But it's a device, it's a listening device. It listens, doesn't record, for the decibels.
Okay.
So like you set it up to like whatever your quiet time rule restrictions are for your county, and it monitors the noise. And so I was very clear with him, like, you cannot have a party, like, because one, it's not big enough, but two, we have this listening device, and if it triggers 3 times, we have the right to cancel your reservation without a refund. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So please just, like, if you can agree to these terms, we're happy to host you.
And he says, yeah.
He's like, oh no, we're not going to have a party. It's just, it's just my friends from high school all getting together. If we do anything, we'll do it outside. We're just like going to be there to sleep. I let them check in early, didn't charge them anything. Like it was available. So I was like, go ahead and check in. The way the noise monitor works is it has to be, it like starts, it tracks it, but it doesn't start like sending you violations until the quiet time starts. So it's 10 p.m. You have to be over 70 decibels for 10 minutes straight. Like if you drop below, it literally restarts the clock.
Okay.
So you have to be over 70 decibels for 10 minutes straight for it to trigger. 10 o'clock hits. 10:10, we get the first notice.
Oh, so they had already been loud.
10:20, we get the second notice. 10:30, we get the third notice. Now they're already at 3. So I'm like, I could already kick them out. So I messaged them and I'm like, hey guys, and this app, this device, it automatically through Airbnb sends them a notice that they have to be quiet, that they've triggered the noise device, that they need to keep it to turn it down. After the third one, I reach out. I'm like, guys, you have got to be quiet or you're going to have to leave. I was like, as stated previously.
Right. This is the rule.
These are the rules. So they call me. And this is where I was like, this is weird. First of all, who in the world likes to talk on the phone? Absolutely nobody.
Nobody.
Do not call me unless there is an emergency. Unless you are on a plane that's going down and you want to just call and say your last goodbye, don't call me. That's the only circumstance where I want to pick the phone up. I don't want to talk. So I thought it was weird because, like, but if you don't want a text thread of your conversation, then you might do a phone call. So he informs me that there are 16 people in our house. It's a 3-bedroom townhouse. It's very small. 16 people. And he's like, and that's fine, right? And I said, no. The maximum occupancy of the house is 8. So no, that's not okay.
You have to pay more to
reach
goes, 8.
He goes, well, only 8 of them are staying. These are like our guests. And I was like, dude, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. As long as the 8 of you stay, I don't really care in this moment how many people are in the house, but you cannot be loud. Like, you cannot keep triggering the noise device. So either be quiet or leave. Like, those are your options. Like, he said they had a plan to go somewhere else. I was like, all right, great. Eventually, I had to get on the phone. So they stopped responding to me. They set the noise device off 9 times that night. Had to get Airbnb involved. Airbnb was like, you want to cancel the reservation? I was like, whoa, calm down. That seems aggressive. You call them, scare them a little bit. Maybe they'll be quiet. 12:37, they finally leave. So for 2.5 hours.
They were loud.
They were crazy loud. So I sent him a message the next day. I'm like, listen, it was a courtesy that I did not kick you out last night. I was like, if you set the noise device off one more time, you will be asked to leave. Like, there's just no questions asked. They're like, oh, of course, yeah, no, we're so sorry about last night, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. 10:10. 10 minutes after the noise device starts listening, they trigger the thing. So I had to have them leave.
So how do you get them to leave?
Well, we called Airbnb. The Airbnb canceled their reservation. then calls them and tells them they have to leave.
Okay.
So then they tell us, go, if you can be there, go be there for them to leave, make sure they don't damage your property. But if they don't leave, you have to call the local authorities. So we were about 10 minutes out from calling the local authorities because it took them like 2 hours to like pack their stuff up. So we go in and we're like ready for the house to be trashed because we know there was like a full blown party the night before. It surprisingly was not trashed, but I'm telling you, somebody was murdered. I'm telling you, somebody was murdered in that unit. The amount of blood, 5 or 6 towels drenched in blood, like blood, not like, oh, I had a bloody nose, like the dark red, almost black, because there was so much blood.
Oh my
Sheets, towels, somebody was killed in that unit. I was like, should I call the cops? I literally took pictures of all the sheets and was like, is this a lot of blood? It seems like a lot, but I don't want to be dramatic. Should I call the cops about this amount of blood? And they're like, ma'am, we can't advise you. They're like, if you feel like you need to call the cops, and call the cops.
But there wasn't blood anywhere in the house. It was just
so there was
on
blood
everything.
on the carpet, but not like a crazy amount, but there was blood on the carpet. And it was all over the towels and sheets, like all over. So we're thinking that there might have been a fight and they just grabbed a towel, like somebody got like broke their nose or something.
Somebody got smashed over the head with one of the bottles.
Something. So, and these guys were pros. Like they knew exactly what to say. So when we called them to tell them that they needed to leave, they were like, what are you talking about? We're not even home. And I was like, so you didn't read any of the information that we provide to let you know we have cameras. Because we have cameras on all the outside entrances. You can't have anything on the inside, which we don't. But we have cameras on the garage door and the front door. I watched them come home. So they were trying to say that the noise detector was defective. And I was like, that's funny because I'm watching you at my property right now. So
Yeah, I see your car in the driveway. I saw you come into the house.
And like our door stuff is so intense that you can't, if you open the door, I know about it. So like you didn't sneak unless you went in through the window, Robin Hood. Like it was just
and
ridiculous.
I still would have seen you on my camera.
Right. I said, and I like, get out of here with that. So it was just the most wild thing. And I'm done. I'm writing a book. Like when I'm done with this era of my life, I am 100% writing a book. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. If you have some ideas or working titles, drop it in the description down below, or leave us a comment, if you will, on some ideas for my ridiculous scenarios as hosting Airbnbs. Listen, we love that you guys share your stories with us.
Love it.
And we love a little, maybe not a story, but you want my opinion on things. Listen, I'm a very opinionated woman. Much to the dismay.
She loves to give her opinion.
I surely do. Most of the time, nobody asks me for it. So when somebody's like, what do you think? I'm like,
let me
so many things. I have so many thoughts. So this is my favorite thing that's ever been written in because it's just somebody wanting to know what I think about something. I'm like, oh my God, today, let me tell you what I think.
All right.
So here's the story. It is from Washington State. Her name is Cora. That's Joseph's grandma's name. So Cora from Washington, I didn't change your name because this isn't a bad story. And I want you to know that I'm responding to the message that you sent in because we do appreciate it. chicksandconstruction.com. If you want to share a little story with us, it's there for you. Just you scroll down a little bit, little form. It sends it right to us. So Cora says, hello. This isn't a homeowner horror story, but I would like to hear your thoughts on this topic. Cora, thank you. I know your feelings about people who decide randomly to say they are GCs with no experience and then FUCK up someone's house. I'm glad you know that. First of all, this is how I know that you actually watch our videos the whole way through, and I appreciate you for that on so many levels. Oh. You're not just getting rage baited by the social medias. So, however, in my state of Washington, a homeowner can act as their own GC for their personal property, and that's exactly what we're doing for our custom home build. Both my husband and I have a combined 20 years of experience with dirt work. So just to pause there, Dirt work is like clearing lots. It's like preparing the land to build a house.
Okay.
So, full discrepancy, dirt work, it's still in construction, right? But it is, the things that you're going to know are going to be very different from the things that a framer knows or things that a plumber knows. Like, you know about dirt, you know about soil consistencies, you know, like how to prepare the land to be able to hold the weight of a house. That's really important stuff, but it's very different. And Cora knows this. I'm not telling Cora anything she doesn't know. I just wanted you guys to have a little backstory. So they have experience with dirt work, construction, and land surveying, and also have a rental. We have done some work on ourselves. There are obviously things we wouldn't do ourselves, such as framing, plumbing, electrical, roofs, drywall. In parentheses, tried it when we finished our old garage. Never again. You are right when you say it's one of those things that looks easy, but somehow
Is not.
is so hard. End of parentheses. And these are facts. It's the worst thing ever. And it is my job, which is why I'm a salty, bitter woman. Anyway. But dirt work and finishing things such as floors and paint, we can definitely handle. Do you have any advice for someone dealing with the scheduling and permits? And if I genuinely enjoy the process, is that a sign that it's something I should pursue as a career? I'm a land surveyor now, but would love to work for myself. Any advice is appreciated. Love the podcast. Thanks. First of all, thank you. Okay. And also, I love that you're asking for my opinion on this. I honestly think, so that is a thing in some states. In North Carolina, you used to be able to be your own general contractor as long as you owned the house for 2 years. I think they changed that because I think people were kind of taking advantage of it. But that is a thing in some places. And I love that you recognize that just because you work in construction doesn't mean that you know everything about all the things. That's amazing. I also think it's great that you know that waking up one day and deciding you're a general contractor isn't a thing. So I tip my hat to you because clearly you get it and we appreciate that. I think if you enjoy this, like if you renovate your own home and you enjoy it, I think it's a great sign that you're into, like if maybe this is something you want to do. One thing to think about is what you're not experiencing is a homeowner because you're both. So you're your own homeowner and you're your own general contractor. So you're experiencing it through, okay, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to do it. And I don't think this is like to say, hey, don't do it, like, or you're not going to like it, but it's something to consider. I just want you to think, to realize, like, how are you with people? Because I can tell you right now, I'm not great with at all. 0%. Like, because my customer service level is none. I'm great dealing with.
She's an HR issue.
I'm an HR nightmare. Like, I always tell people that part of the reason why I love working in construction is because how we deal with problems on a job site, like our HR, we do street justice. Like, you will catch these hands on a job site, and that's just perfectly acceptable. That's how we deal with things. Like, we cuss at each other, we call each other names, we yell in each other's faces, and then like 5 minutes later, we're like, so do you want a coffee or what? It's just how we do things. HR would die. Construction is where HR goes to die. So just think about that you will be dealing with people. It's something to consider. It might change things a little bit. And I do think when it comes to like, so do you have any advice for someone dealing with scheduling and permits? I think there's a lot of really great software out there that will help you with that. And I do think sometimes it can be a little pricey, but you can find more affordable options. But having something that helps you track what permits you need, what permits you've gotten, what permits you are still in progress of, or maybe if it's even a spreadsheet, but keeping track of that and not just being like in the Rolodex in your head is a really solid way to deal with that. But there's also some software that you can use. I know Procore is one of them, but that is not, because we deal with that because we're on these huge commercial jobs. It's not affordable for like a startup, but definitely check into that. And I do think if you enjoy it, I do think it's something you should look into. But can I give you some advice? Go get a job working for a general contractor. Get a job as a superintendent. build their houses. Get your experience building their houses. Then once you feel like you have enough experience, then go start your own thing. Because like just because you've built your house, like that's great. And you've done some renovations and that's great. But if you're going to build other people's houses, you got to have more than like I've done a couple renovations. So go get a job as a superintendent for a year. Give yourself.
And then you'll also see if you really like it.
Right. Then you'll get to, before you spend the money to start a company and like, and then you realize like, oh my God, I hate
get your
this.
license and do all the things.
Listen, I've done that. I did that. I spent a lot of money starting that company that we did one renovation. And I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So that is my best advice to you. If you really enjoyed renovating your own home, and I know you want to work for yourself, but like, the way to do that the best you can is to work for somebody else for like one more year. Figure it out. Know everything you need to know. And then you go start your own company. So that's my advice. All right. We're going to get into the next homeowner, the actual homeowner horror story.
Horror story here. This one is coming from Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and they bought a flipped house.
Oh, that is so on point with one of our last podcasts about house flips.
Yeah. What to look for. So, all right. So, bought a flipped home in 2018. Everything had been okay. Usual house grumbles here and there, but the last 2 years have been awful.
Oh, man.
We have had multiple floods in our basement.
Ooh.
We now have sump pumps on the front and back wall.
Wow.
That's a lot of water that's coming into your house if you need to. Either that or you have a really big house.
Yeah, could be either one.
Could be either way.
For you either way. I mean, well no, not either way. Sorry.
That's all right. Didn't know we had ductwork issues until the ceiling partially. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Until the ceiling partially collapsed, which then exposed all the mold.
No.
Had that remediated and never replaced that portion of the ceiling. Our attic access located in our kitchen was molding and sweating, and discovered we only had 4 inches of insulation and nothing was sealed correctly. I feel like she was rage typing this because it's not quite.
But I get it. You're that cat at the keyboard. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I do that from time to time.
So I'm reading it the way it's written. Don't come for me for my English.
Listen, y'all, don't ever come for Jess. Just direct it towards me because y'all know you're not mad at Jess. You're mad at the fact that I exist in the world, and I get it. Me too sometimes.
I'm just a homeowner.
Yeah,
I'm
don't come for
doing my
Jess.
best.
She's just doing her best. How dare you?
But also, why is your attic access over your kitchen? That is
a weird place.
But also, like, I don't understand here how water heaters are in the attic. So, you know,
people do what they want.
Things are wild.
It's true.
Okay, so 4 inches of insulation, nothing was sealed correctly. Had the recess lights sealed, fans installed for the bathrooms because they got by with just using windows.
Oh, so they didn't have bath fans. They didn't have fart fans.
Oh my gosh.
Which is huge. It's an exhaust fan. Like, it is required by code. Maybe it was I don't know. Maybe it was a flip that they didn't get inspected.
Something.
Ooh.
But I can't even imagine not having a fan for like the bathroom. Listen, I like a really hot shower.
Yeah, no.
If that moisture doesn't have somewhere to go.
Somewhere to go, 100%.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so they were just using windows.
Ooh.
Then added the necessary 16 inches of insulation.
Yeah.
Currently, in the midst of ductwork sweating in the basement again, mold growth and humidity being at least 70 to 80% downstairs and 65 to 70% upstairs. That just seems like a lot.
That's a lot.
So they have to have a whole home dehumidifier.
Wow.
And then purchase 2 standalone units. And still no success.
Holy crap.
So this house is just...
That's why they didn't have all that insulation in there.
Because it's just going to hold
they
the moisture.
knew that it was going to... And so like, it was, like whoever did that house knew that they had issues with humidity. And so they didn't fully insulate. So that the heat... So them adding more insulation...
Made the humidity worse.
Yeah. Which... again, the insulation is a code requirement. So like they're not wrong for adding the insulation. Like they're right.
They have to.
But there was a reason it was 4 inches.
Yeah.
Because they needed to sell that house. And they didn't want mold growing all over the ceilings. Because like that much humidity causes so much water that eventually you'll have mold on your ceilings. Like where that condensation is, like the two temperatures are so drastically different that condensation starts to form on the outside of the ductwork and it starts dripping. And you'll have mold everywhere.
That sounds
I'm so sorry.
horrible.
That is.
So we contacted 4 HVAC companies.
Oh my God.
2 never called back. One said that they were too busy to help us. But the one company that did come out serviced the unit, and were honest that it's not an HVAC problem and weren't going to sell us $1,000 Band-Aids.
Yeah. Good for them.
They got so lucky because
people are so horrible.
A lot of people want.
Like I know one HVAC company I recommend because everybody else is so shady.
Mm-hmm. So he looked around our home and said in all of his 30 years, he's never seen wood sweat.
Dude.
We have brown water seeping down the walls above our dryer.
Oh, good.
We have contacted 3 mold remediation basement waterproofing companies.
Wow.
3. One who actually reached out to me on Facebook after seeing a post, only to then ghost me after exchanging texts.
Of course, because why not? He probably like heard the stories and was like, you know what? I thought I wanted you as a client, but actually I can't fix this.
No, I have no idea what to do here. It's too much for me. I even thanked her profusely for being willing to help us.
Yeah.
And being one of the few to actually respond.
Yeah.
And the other 2 ghosted me as well. Man. We have 4 egress windows. What does that mean?
So an egress is like, so it's used as like another way to exit the house. So like a window that's considered like in the egress window, like it has to be like tempered glass. So if you needed to use that window as an exit, you could break the glass without it being like like stab you, like the Ghost movie where like at the end the bad
She's
guy.
saying a movie and I knows
She's
that
not
I've never
watched
seen.
Ghost. Come on, you guys. This is like a freaking human staple. It's Patrick Swayze. It's Demi Moore. It's Whoopi Goldberg. Come on.
We'll add it to the list.
You
of
guys
movies
know
I
what
need
I'm
to
talking
see.
about. The Ghost movie where the bad guy dies at the end, how he dies because that glass wasn't tempered. So it's like the car glass. Like where it just into a million different little pieces. So it's used as like, oh, this is a potential escape for the house.
Got it. Okay.
It's in the path of egress, which is like how you exit. It's a whole thing.
So if they have 4 of them, that's got to be a
So
big
that's
house.
a lot. It must be a big house.
Gotta be a big house.
It's old or the code's weird. I'm not sure.
We have 4 egress windows, which were not by code at all.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
And 2 of them were halfway bricked, leaving only 5 inches of clearing to escape through if needed.
Yeah, so
You have
that's
to be
not
a
how
tiny person.
escaping works with 5 inches. We're living our best lives over here. 5 inches, my foot couldn't even get through that. I'm a big person.
I'm picturing like less than a little doggy dog, like a little, like a little.
That's where the mice and the snakes will exit.
5 inches. 5 inches.
5 man inches. Okay. Sorry. Side quest. Okay.
So she said, after an infrared camera, which showed they were in the 90% range for heat.
Oh.
They were spray foamed on the outside and were so poorly done that slugs and all sorts of animals and insects were coming in.
Oh, God.
Gross. We have water or moisture or heat or whatever else coming in somehow. There is mold growing around our breaker box. My husband put his hand through our bedroom wall upstairs because it was so soft and we had no idea. It's like,
I cannot. I would die. I would die.
This whole house sounds like it needs to just be
Ma'am, I'm so like, This is a literal horror story.
This is.
I'm like, when she started talking about brown water, I was like, is your house haunted? That's a different podcast.
Yeah.
Oh
This
my
sounds
God.
absolutely terrible.
I'm so sorry.
We are dropping at least $4,000 every 3 months into the house, but no one can help us truly find the root cause for everything. We just need to know if our house is slowly falling apart or if our house is making us sick. It's so stressful.
Oh my God. That is so stressful because mold is crazy. Like mold is like, we've had a couple mold people on the show and it is insane. It is absolutely insane. I wish that we knew fully like how to help you. I know that it sounds like you have an absolutely insane issue with your humidity is probably causing a lot of this. Like the HVAC sweating and the condensation that's happening on those pipes, that's 100% because of your humidity. And my nephew, who owns the only HVAC company that I will ever recommend to anybody, he talks to me a lot about this condensation thing. There is a crap ton of math and science that goes into HVAC work. I had no idea. I just thought they just made money. I was like, all they do is they just print the money. No, there's a lot that goes into it. And so there's a whole reason why like you have to have the certain type of units. It's why you have to have the exhaust fans. There's that. So you definitely do need to get somebody that understands HVAC. Well, no, did she say she had somebody that understood and they said it wasn't the HVAC?
Yeah, he's saying that it's not just
okay,
the
so it's not
just
the HVAC. They're
that's
definitely like
part
a
of.
So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say to anybody watching this, if you are hearing the story and you know what this is, comment down below. We want to help. What was her name?
Her name shall not be mentioned.
The person's name.
We'll call her Susan.
Susan from Maryland. We want to help this person out. So if you hear this story and you're like, wait a second, that I know what that is, let's talk. Because like I'm listening to this as a drywaller going, well, I can fix your drywall, but that's not going to fix your problem. We need to figure out what it is. It's definitely a moisture intrusion issue, but
something's got to be leaking in the house.
Something's going on. That humidity is so high, their HVAC can't keep up with it. There's something going on. We don't know what it is. So we're doing like a true crime podcast where we're trying to diagnose the problem real time. If you are watching this and you hear the story and you're like, I know what that is, write it in down below. We want to know. We're going to post this on the social media where people are going to be so mad that we exist in the world and we had the nerve to post this, but we're going to post it anyway. We're going to post it for you, our viewers, our subscribers that we love and we appreciate. And listen, if you have a story like this, if you don't even know what the problem is, you just want to diagnose it, maybe this will be our next thing we do on the podcast. We don't know. Or if you've had a horrible story and you want people to learn from your mistakes, go to chicksandconstruction.com. You can scroll down a little bit. You can share your little story. Jess is obviously not going to say your name no matter what.
No matter what.
We'll read it out loud. We'll help you understand where things went a little wrong, what you could have done better if you don't know already, because most of you guys do. When you write in, you know where you went wrong. And we'll share your story and it'll be great. So you can do that at chicksandconstruction.com. And Jess, where can they find us on the socials?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Chicks and Construction Podcast, and on TikTok at Chicks and Construction.
And really just like follow the signs or the sounds of screaming men on TikTok and it will just take you right to our channel. That's if you want to find the most angry men. Like I think TikTok really enjoys rage baiting people because there's like absolutely no reason that our content should be shown to these dudes, but yet we just get served up to them all day long. So if you just want to find a bunch of, just follow the sound of crying men and it will take you right to our TikTok page. So you can check us out there as well.
Wonderful.
But I don't know. This was kind of cool. We don't know the problem, but we're going to try to diagnose it on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and maybe LinkedIn. I'm not so much there. All right, guys. We love you and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.